इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Over the last 27 years, Franchise India has helped thousands of investors selecting the right franchise business for them. Today, we are happy to introduce you a Delhi-based jewelry brand called Iris Fine Jewels. Iris Fine Jewels is a new age jewelry brand with a rich history that goes back almost 100 years. It began in 1928 as Bawa Jewelers in Jung, pre-partition India. After independence, the brand moved from Rohtak to Delhi and opened a grand showroom in Kirtinagar in 2005. In 2023, the legacy continues with the launch of Iris Fine Jewels, focusing on lab-grown diamonds and modern jewelry designs. By combining traditional craftsmanship with modern technology, Iris brings together the best of old and new to create beautiful, responsible, fine jewelry for today's world. To talk more about this brand and the business opportunity, I'm joined with the founder of this brand, Mr. Gaurav Baba and Aryan Baba. Along with my colleague, we have Harmandeep Singh, who is the head of business, Chandigarh Tri-City. We have Deepak Raina, who is the general manager of sales here in Delhi. And we also have Rohan Lawrence. He is the key account manager for this brand, along with my colleague Pranav. He's the brand manager. Before we talk more about this brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the viewers that you also have opportunity to ask the questions related to the brand or the business. My suggestion is to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. We will take up all those questions once the brand presentation is over. All right, so now I would request Gaurav sir to please take the lead. And if you could help us understand the history, the legacy that this brand has. Over to you, sir. You're on mute. Yeah.
Thank you very much for such a lovely introduction, first of all. So it's a pleasure being here at this point in time, and I really appreciate everyone being there on time as well. It's a working day, and it's not easy for everyone to come and attend a meeting at this point. I really appreciate that. And I would just give me a minute. I would just start my presentation. So turn on. Okay. Welcome.
Is it visible?
Just give me a minute. I think there's some lag in
Okay.
the technological error. Just give me a minute. Okay.
I mean, if it's not loading, I can just get it done because I have that right here.
Okay. You can go ahead with it. I would just.
Sure, I'll just do that. Can you guys see see my screen?
No, not yet.
Yeah, we can see this. If you could
Yes.
just put it in the full screen
Full
mode.
screen, yeah. Just give me a sec, please. I hope everything would be visible
Yeah,
now.
it's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So to start off, I'll let Dad start off. He'll tell you the entire journey of how the brand started. It's been a 97 years legacy, and it would be more justified if Dad does it because the white hair says it all. So Dad, it's over to you. Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you. So we started in fact, my grandfather, he started off the company in 1928, pre-partition in Jhank. So after partition, my grandfather and his family, my family, they moved on to Rohtak in Haryana in 1947. And from Haryana, my father, he shifted to Delhi in 1971. And from there, we started the first store. He started the first store. And then probably in 2005, we shifted to a new showroom, which is a grand showroom, which is around 3,500 square feet. That's what we started off, which is on the main road here in Delhi, on Najafgarh Road in Kirti Nagar. From there, in 2023, my son, he joined the business and he started off a new brand under the same parent company, Baba Jewelers. And the brand name is Iris Fine Jewels. So herein, we started that off. So we deal in primarily in gold and manufacturing and impacting beneficial, beautiful jewelry with it. So we specialize in range of diamond jewelry, including bracelets, necklaces, and earrings. And also we offer consultation. I work as a consultant, and in fact, so I help other jewelry business owners how to run their jewelry businesses efficiently and be more profitable. In fact, I've done a PhD on that from Switzerland and from Geneva, from Swiss School of Business Management. I am myself an author. I have written a book as well. The title of the book is The Retailer's Illusion, and in fact, it's the one of the best sellers on Amazon as well. And I've coached over I've coached almost many jewelers pan India. I do keep doing my seminars. I hosted a new conclave this year itself in the last month. So we had almost 250 odd jewelry retailers from all over India who joined the whole program. And now I'm already conducting my first program, which is the Profit Accelerator program, what I do, which is almost 1 month. We have almost 60 participants on it as well. So that's running quite well as well. So I've been there in the business from past almost 32 years. So I have done all ins and outs of to run a jewelry brand, everything we have done. And my son, he's also graduated from UBC in Canada, University of British Columbia, and he's just joined back. He's just finished off his graduation. He's been working and creating the whole brand from past so many, almost 2 years now, almost 24 months. He stays there in Canada and operates all the nitty-gritty of the business, what he started. So we offer diamond jewelry, lab-grown diamonds, which is timeless designs and offer personalized consultation with expert jewelry. So Iris Lab Diamonds are certified by world's leading independent diamond grading labs, including GIA and IGI both. So Iris is planning to establish a robust and widespread network, ensuring accelerated growth and long-term sustainability. So I think I am going to pause myself here, and from here on, my son Aaron, he's going to take the lead, and he would be sharing everything about the brand.
Right. So, hi everyone. My name is Aryan Bawa. As Dad rightly said, I'm from University of British Columbia. I just got graduated. I'm really glad my studies are over. I can give full time to my brand I created 2 years ago. I feel Iris Fine Jewels is not only is not a regular lab grown diamond jewelry brand. It specializes in hip hop lab grown diamond jewelry, keeping in mind that we also offer every other aspect of the jewelry, which includes all other products such as earrings, rings, bracelet, necklaces. But our specialization lies within the hip hop jewelry. We deliberately kept this segment so specialized that we saw increasing demand in this type of jewelry products. So in order to grab that opportunity, early mover advantage, we have already started doing a lot of hip hop jewelry, which includes Cuban chains, tennis chains, fancy rings, fancy pendants, setting up diamonds on watches, luxury watches, even though I'm wearing two of the chains right now as well, as you could see. And coming back on the brand, the inspiration for my brand Iris Fine Jewels, everything has a link to it. So our brand color is very, very lavender, in which that color comes from the real flower, which is present in the nature. The name of the flower is iris. So the flower has the exact same flower color we have obtained for our brand. Secondly, Iris is also the Greek goddess of rainbow, and because of rainbow, we also know that a diamond has a spectrum, which is also a rainbow. So keeping that in mind, that hence we gave the name Iris Fine Jewels. And fine jewels is the part which signifies that every jewelry product we give to the consumer, to the customer, is of the toppest line, and there is no further exception presently found in our world that can say that, oh, this diamond is better than an iris diamond. So I'll walk you through that, how we make that commitment and how we say that we are the finest lab grown diamond jewelry brand. That's also our tagline, Iris Fine Jewels, the finest lab grown diamonds. So in order to justify that, as you can see on the screen, we have a really precise selection process in which we select only 4 diamonds out of 1,000 diamonds, which is then selected to be an iris diamond, which means our brand diamond acceptance rate is 0.04%. Any diamond which does not fulfill these factors present on the screen, such as exceptional brilliance, high fire, exceptional sparkle, and superb symmetry, any diamond not falling in these lines would be discarded by our brand. And this is also one of our USPs. Secondly, coming one of our very authoritative and strong points for our brand is that, number one, we do not sell anything without a certificate. India widely accepts IGI certificates, so we are completely 100% compliant with it. I am so dead sure not even a single gold needle in my brand is coming without hallmarking, or any like tiny of the tiniest diamond is coming without a certificate. So that's one thing we can 110% assure you guys. Moreover, we are the only lab grown diamond jewelry brand in India which is IGI trusted. So IGI Trusted Jeweler is a program run by IGI wherein they select particular jewelers which have been delivering quality goods since a long period of time, and IGI can vouch for them and tell the consumer that, okay, you can buy from the jeweler and you will be in good hands. That is one of the very strong parts of our brand, that we have no other brand in India dealing in lab grown diamonds would have that. And it is not something you can attain by giving out money, and it is solely selected by IGI, and it's their own process. Coming forward, Dad already told you that we have a 97-year legacy, which was started by my grandfather, carried on my dad, and I feel I'm the fourth generation jeweler of the family. And secondly, if I talk about the diamonds we do, we have all sorts of diamonds in our brand, round, oval, all these different sort of diamonds. We deal in each and everything that can be made out of a diamond. At this point, if a customer tells me, Aryan, I want a car made out of diamond, guess what? I can do that as well. So that's a very big power we have. We can make anything and everything done by diamond. Secondly, these are all the processes, are the diamond, all the diamond selection processes we have, getting the top cut, top color, top clarity. We have a select range of color clarity which we deal in, which justifies the fine jewels part of our brand name. And here you can clearly see that that would be the top color clarities would be VVS1, VVS2, VS1, and VS2, which clearly tells us that our diamonds are of unmatched purity and are of the highest order present to mankind. Secondly, we also are a big promoter of sustainability because we deal in lab grown diamonds. We know that the carbon footprint is very much less. We have a cost to the environment. We want to promote a greener future, promote a greener diamond, promote harmless diamonds. As we know that natural diamonds have a big hit on the environment. So we are promoting a good cause. And we also tried to use recycled gold in order to also promote the greener cause of the environment, because we want to keep ourselves much more compliant of the with the future generations, because we see that the future generations have a trend and tend to choose things which are more environment friendly, right? Secondly, if I talk about our designs are like, our designs are top tier, they are timeless. Our designs are we have designs which are one of one, you would never see them at any other jeweler. So I was talking about the hip hop jewelry, that is one thing we do. All our like entire collection of our hip hop jewelry is called Drippin collection, and no other jeweler in India 110% is doing it. We are doing it and no one else does it, and we are damn sure about it. And we are so lucky to guess that they are one of our best sellers and is selling like hotcakes. And now if we talk about why you should choose Iris Fine Jewels as a why you should choose Iris Fine Jewels for, in terms of a customer, why any customer should buy Iris Fine Jewels from, like, why only Iris Fine Jewels, why should they buy why should they buy lab grown diamonds from us? So we have very amazing customer friendly policies in which we give 30-day 100% returns. We cut nothing, not even the making. If a customer buys something for 1 lakh rupees, we'll be glad to give them 1 lakh rupees back exactly if they return us something within 30 days. Secondly, one of our really good policies is that we offer lifetime buyback to all our customers on all our products, but it comes with a 10% deduction on the diamond value, but you would get the current market price for the gold, in which we basically are de-risking the customer and we are promoting trust in their investment, and we are making their future bulletproof. And as I already told you, all our jewelry is hallmark. We do not sell anything without an hallmark. All our diamonds are IGI certified. We use recycled gold, and free cleaning and maintenance we usually give it for free. Secondly, I would like to tell you about our brand. Like, these are the products we offer, right? I was just telling you, now you can clearly see what are these collections: diamond ring, bangle sets, necklaces, chain, diamond rings, solitaire rings, pendants, earrings, and these chains and necklaces we offer are a part of the Drippin collection, which is the hip hop jewelry, like the tennis chain, the Cuban bracelets, Cuban chains, and all those things. Secondly, coming to the brand, I would like to also tell you that our brand is 100% works on RFID tags, which means all our products would have RFID tag. We are 100% paperless, again promoting a greener cause. And we have incorporated the best technology present right now in the world to complement our brand and its policies and facilities we offer. As I said, we are a paperless brand, so you all the products would have an RFID tag, and if a customer comes into the store, that's a part of a sales process, but it's a very intriguing one, that if a customer likes a product, they would just keep it on a pad and the price and all the product details would pop up on an iPad. So there is no need to print out the big sheets as we used to do back in the day. Moreover, this also would help the franchisee partner as well as the franchisee team to tally the stock in just like 2 minutes, because the RFID tag helps us tally the stock in just like in less than 5 minutes. So that's also a very good part, which would reduce the opening and closing hours of the brand as well. If we also, and I'll further take you across to the lab grown diamond market industry. So we see globally that the lab grown diamond market industry is 23.3 billion. The market size is expected to rise up to 34.06 billion by 2030. we see that the CAGR from 2024 to 2030 is close to around 10%, right? So the growth drivers would be the rising demands for ethical and sustainable alternatives. As I exactly tell you that we are promoting a greener cause, so that is a part of this. Increased disposable income, as we are seeing that there is an increase in the disposable income of of globally as well as our country as well, and advancement in laser technology. Definitely that is a very big major promoter for the lab grown diamond industry. Secondly, talking about the market trends, growing acceptance of lab grown diamonds in jewelry and fashion industry is applicable. We see since the last 2 years when lab grown diamonds came in place, the demand of natural diamonds have been dropped drastically. They are close, they just remain at 50% scale right now. So that is one of the biggest key takers that tells us that the global market and the Indian market is shifting their belief towards lab grown diamonds because they are more economical. They give you more buck for the bank. They are better in all aspects. I feel there is no comparison in the first place. If I talk about India, the Indian market size of the lab grown diamond industry for 2023 is 2.61 billion US dollars, and the expected market size in 2030 would be close to around 8.3. The CAGR for these years would be close to around 14.5%. Subsequently, if I talk about the growth drivers in India, the rise in income, as I told you, the more people are moving from the lower class segment to the middle class and the upper class. We've seen that shift coming up since after COVID, as since when the economy started to come out of that big drop, and changing preferences in customers, affordability, sustainability, and government support. Modi ji is a big believer of lab grown diamonds. He loves lab grown diamonds and the green diamonds. So definitely government would be promoting lab grown diamonds at its fullest, and we expect them to create more compliant mechanisms, which would indeed be the growth drivers for lab grown diamond industry. If I talk about the market trends, it focuses upon the transparency, responsible sourcing, rise of colored lab grown diamonds in the market, but the market awareness is still at 15 and 20%. So I would like to give you a brief insight, which is not on the presentation, but was one of my learnings I got. I was connecting to one of the biggest people in the industry I know. So they told me that if Aryan, you think that 100%, there are 100 people in India, 75 people would buy gold jewelry, out of which 25 people would buy diamond jewelry, and out of those 25 people, only 15 and 20% would go for lab grown diamond jewelry. So by this we see that at the point we are standing is still not it's not even the tip of the iceberg, and the entire iceberg is yet to be covered. So getting into the lab grown business with the proper branding which we have would be the best way to go about it, because we see that the Indian consumer preference is much more focused about branding for the upcoming years as the buying preferences are changing. If I talk about the jewelry landscape, the Indian jewelry market was 80 billion in 2023, expected to grow around 140 billion by 2028. That is a huge jump, I feel. Now we talk about the jewelry demand by category. Wedding wear accounts for the 55% of jewelry market and estimated to account for 57% by 2028. So we do see a little rise in it, but definitely this 2% would be solely by lab grown diamonds, because lab grown diamonds are being accepted as and when the awareness and the acceptance is rising amongst the people. Now we talk about the market growth drivers. As I already told you, growing in middle class population, 50%, 55% of the population is expected to join middle class by 2025. I feel more population would be joining middle class by 2025, and increased wealth in the middle class leads to higher acquisition of gold for both consumption as well as investment. So we see that there is always a green light to promote jewelry, and jewelry industry of India would be rising immensely in the upcoming years. Increase in women workforce, higher education levels have increased the percentage of women in the workforce, providing them with more financial power, stability, and the purchasing and buying power within their family. Rising income levels of working couples and lifestyle changes have fueled in demands for jewelry and gems, right? Indian wedding market we are also seeing a major rise, a major change in that. Indian wedding industry is a major economic contributor with an estimated annual expenditure of 130 billion US dollars, making it the country's fourth largest industry. So guys, I mean, it would be the best part to be a part of the fourth largest industry in the country, you know. The industry is going at a rate of 7 to 8% annually and is expected to continue to grow. 35% of the Indians are 35% of the Indians are 10 to 21 in these years. Then we talk about rise in branded jewelry. That's what I told you. The preference shift from unorganized sector to organized sector, and we expect the government to provide more compliance mechanisms so that the unorganized sector is close to being nullified in the upcoming years, and the organized branded jewelry segment is the one which is booming. Organized brand introduce unique and distinctive designs periodically to differentiate themselves, right? So that's why we put more R&D, more research, more brain, more workforce into the branding. So that's what the go-to for the new consumer is. And our brand Iris Fine Jewels, the brand conscience is very young. So now you can basically see that how me and dad work together to bring out the right amount of experience from his side and the right amount of youngness from my side. So that's how we harmoniously work together, bringing in the 97-year legacy and the young mind of Iris Fine Jewels, clubbing them all together and creating this brand. Customers and emerging market consumers trust established brands more. So we are an aspiring brand which is here to establish their grounds or the feet in the Indian market for lab grown diamonds. Branded jewelry also offers a sense of upgraded lifestyle. That's something we all know. Now, if we talk about the wedding jewelry market, the average, now we'll talk about the average wedding jewelry spend. 9% of the people spend more than 1 CR. From if we talk about 50 lakhs to 1 CR is close to around 9%, 25 lakhs to 50 is close to around 23%, and we see that less than 15 lakhs is close to around 40%. So mostly all our jewelry comes within these below two parameters would be the 23 and the 40%. So we would be already covering a major chunk of the Indian wedding jewelry market, right? The Indian jewelry market is estimated at rupees 3 lakh crores annually. I mean, guys, if we could just grab 10% of it, we'll all be billionaires. And now we'll talk about the franchise proposal we have for you guys. So talking about my brand, we have three different models. One would be the high street model. The other one is the mall model, wherein we want you to find a place in the mall and create the store. And the third model is only for existing jewelers, which is a store in store model. So starting from the high street model, the area requirement would be 1,000 square feet. The investment required is 4 CR. The franchise fee remains 15 lakhs. The inventory cost out of the 4 CR would be close to around 3 CR. And the profit margins is 50%, 50%. And the discount we usually offer to the customer averages around close to around 15%. The annual ROI in the high street model would be 35%, and the payback period is 38 to 40 months with the agreement period of 7 years. Coming to the mall model, we see that the area requirement is half, which is 500 square feet. The investment remains the same, that is 4 CR. The franchise fee is 15 lakhs. The cost of the inventory would be 3 crores from the 4 CR. The gross margin remains the same. The discount remains the same. The annual ROI in the mall model would be 39% though. And the payback period would be 2 months less, that is 36 to 38 months. And the last model we talk about is the store in store model. But the barrier to entry over here is it would be only advised for the people who are already existing jewelers, because that's how a store in store model works. That's how Iris Fine Jewels actually started. I started off as a store in store in my father's brand called Baba Jewelers, right? So in a store in store model, we just need 7 feet of 7 feet of space. I feel that's a typing error here. It would require 7 feet of space. The initial total investment would be 40 lakhs. The gross margins would be close to around 80%. The discount to customers would be 15%, and the annual ROI would be close to around 60%. And the payback period would be 36 to 38 months, and the agreement period would be close to around 3 years. And in our franchise model, we are promoting a FOFO model, which is franchise owned and franchise operated. I did tell you about the store size requirements, would be close to around 500 to 1000 square feet. The frontage would be 15 to 20 feet, and all these parameters are listed over the presentation. Like the preferred ideal shape for the store would be mostly rectangle, but we can also work out in a square space. The preferred floor would be ground or upper floor with good visibility, and if we are getting it inside a mall, we would appreciate if we could get it close to other jewelers which are prevailing in the industry. And the other requirements would be PAN card, TAN card, GST registration, shops and establishment registration, trade license, music license, commercial approval, fire NOC. Store setup period would be close to around 3 months. We'll try to wrap it up before that if that's possible. And these are the standard operating terms for our brands. Preferred location again would be main high streets, malls, and airports. Property deposit would be at an actual for rented property, which is refundable. Inventory would be sourced by us completely. Interior would be done by us interior would be done by the franchisee, but would be done as per our brand guidelines. We would be completely helping you out, completely would be involved in the business with you, keeping both the parties completely happy, because we are here to build and nurture long-term relationship, and that is our main goal. And the rent, cam, store maintenance, insurance, manpower, utility expenses, bank charges are all to be paid by the franchise. Secondly, the central marketing would be done by our team. Any local marketing franchisee would have to generate the local demand. But I personally, I am the marketing head of the company. I would be present 24/7, helping you out with the local marketing as well, because we have a particular way of marketing, and I would be glad to help you out with that, so that there is no discrepancies on the walk-in. I know how to create a big rush out of the store. That is my USP, I would say. So, and if I talk about the stock correction, we offer 100% stock correction and rotation to the franchisee partner, which would mean that if the franchisee partner is unable to sell something, we would give them 100% stock correction, including if they would change the stock would be corrected. But if they want to give it back, we would also offer them that we would buy back their stock at 100% of the cost, whatever they had paid to us, including the making charges, we would return to the franchisee. That is one thing we would love to do for you, so that you are de-risked from the investment, and there is always a peace of mind maintained in your head. So that is one thing we would take care of. The lock-in period would be 2 years plus 6 months notice period. Agreement period is 7 years, and renewable terms would be based upon our mutual agreement of both the parties. Secondly, coming out on the rollout plan, that's what we are planning to do for our brand. In Northern India, we plan to expand in Delhi NCR, Jaipur, Chandigarh, Tri-City, Lucknow, and Agra. In West, we plan to go to Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, Bhopal, Indore, and Raipur. Down in the South, we plan to go to Hyderabad, Bangalore, Vijayawada, Chennai, Kochi. Side on towards the East, would go to Kolkata, Guwahati, Patna, Ranchi, and Bhubaneswar. So that's our entire rollout plan for Pan India expansion. And we personally are already in talks with people who, hence why we are also expanding. We are also in words with expanding in Japan, Canada, and Australia already. So we have kept in mind that we would be going global soon, and the brand vibe and the entire brand is created upon those bases, that we want to expand Pan India as well as go global, because I see Iris Fine Jewels coming up as the next Tiffany, next Cartier, next Bulgari for lab-grown diamond jewelry. That's what we have put our hard work, our R&D, and our day and night into it. So for us, an ideal partner profile would be individuals coming from business families having sufficient funds, traditional jewelers with standalone stores seeking association with a prominent brand. That's where the store in store model comes in place. Entrepreneurs, pro auto dealership, hospitality segment, etc., with strong operational capabilities would be much more advised. Partners having a real estate group or large portfolios are also most welcome. Partner with expertise in high-end fashion, watches, premium accessories, jewelries would also be a right match for us. Partners having significant reputation in the market through existing business in diverse industries, women of all age group, resilience, creativity are strongly welcomed. Right? So these are all our ideal partner profiles, and I feel you're already ideal. I'm just waiting for you to just like get in, get our brand started. I'm super excited about it. And if I talk about the strategic fit, entrepreneurs having experience in jewelry or high-end fashion retail industry would be the right match. Financially fit, financially stable partners having financial bandwidth would be between 10 CR and above would be comfortable in doing the business. Operational fit would be franchisee having operational bandwidth and has capacity to run the store successfully. Marketing fit, partners with deep knowledge of premium retail markets to generate local demands, but definitely I am the guy for marketing. I would be helping you out with it. Now, if I talk about the comprehensive support, we will provide comprehensive operating manual and training to the franchisee partners to run the store. We have created all the SOPs for all the different processes we have, because all our processes are quite specific. We have created all the guidelines for those. Pre-opening site selection, store setup guidance, showroom design and layout, interior exterior branding, staff training, online and induction training, store launch promotion activities, POS system softwares, CRM inventory management, store operational manuals, or will be all these things would be given by us. But the POS system software, the CRM and inventory management software would do come at a cost. And post-opening local marketing assistance, as I told you, I'll be there 100% 24/7 for the marketing assistance, ongoing digital marketing, online sales support, consistent margins, new product development, stock rotation and correction, as I told you, customer service support, and any celebrity endorsement or marketing activity we would be taking place would be done by us centrally. Coming to the franchise journey. So the franchise journey starts here by the franchise inquiry, then comes the franchise due diligence, deal sign up, site selection, location and demographic analysis. Then the site would be secured, property lease would be signed, store layout would be planned, planning, and then the planning and submission would be done. We would hand over equipment order would be done, store would be built, training would be done during that period. Then comes the pre-launch marketing, because I feel pre-launch is the most important part for a brand to blow up in that particular local area. Then staff hiring and training, store handover, operational training, store opening, cash flow, and that's how you can that's the entire franchise journey mapping we have created for the brand. I feel that was all for today. Thank you for joining, everyone. And this is Iris Fine Jewels for you guys. We create the finest lab-grown diamonds present in the industry, and we are backed by Baba Jewelers, which is a 97 old year legacy, sir. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aryan. Indeed, a very good presentation. And if I talk about your brand, I mean, of course, I mean, almost 100 years of legacy, and which makes a lot of difference. Apart from that, I also heard about Mr. Gaurav Baba's experience as a professional one. The kind of background he comes with is amazing, right? He is not only he's a certified consultant for jewelry, and have earned a very good the experience so far is an amazing, right? Even if I talk about, I was just going through with your presentation and saw the brand philosophy, which says that earning and maintaining customers' trust is considered more precious than the diamond themselves. I mean, that is, in summary, that is what the best part of your brand is. So everyone, in case if you would like to ask any question, all the viewers, you can put this in the Q&A box, and we will take them up now. Before we go on to, okay, we already have received a few questions, but still I would like to ask, in case Harmandeep or maybe Deepak, in case if you have any question for the brand. Maybe you, because you guys into sales, you deal with the investors. So in case if you have any question on behalf of the investors, you may ask.
Yeah, I have a question. This inventory which we are going to keep of around 3 CR, will it be kept on the MRP, or it will be, kept on the discount basis or the margins which the franchisee will get? And the second question I have is that this inventory, how many times it will be, resetted, and who will bear the logistic cost? Because there will be a logistic cost to the franchisee if the franchisee is, let's say, from Patna or Bihar. So who will bear the logistic cost for that, inventory setup?
So I think let me answer the two questions of yours. First of all, it is going to be on the inventory cost after the deduction of your margins, the 3 crore part, right? Secondly, the logistics will be borne by us.
So it will be the
Logistics,
complete
yeah.
logistics.
The logistics will take care of the logistics itself. The franchisee has got nothing to do with the logistic part.
Great. All right.
Yeah. And I think we already have two more questions written up here. One has been asked by Mr. Anshu, right? So let me just say, he's asking at what average rate do you sell per carat diamonds as part of your jewelry? So we've got two kinds of diamonds. One is the smaller size, what we sell, and then we have solitaires. For the smaller sizes, we started 33,000 rupees a carat. That is for GH color and VS clarity. And then we have the solitaires. G color VS2 starts 48,000 rupees a carat. That's how we sell. And then we have got certain discounting structures, and then you get your, profitability as well on it. And the other, how many outlets you have currently and what are your annual figures? So currently we have two outlets. One is a store-in-store model. So we have the existing store, which is by the name of Baba Jewelers. So we created a store-in-store model here in the same store. And we have just opened up another store. It's been there since last almost 10 months now. And in the last 10 months, we did close to around 4 CR, let's give me a minute. We did 18 crores of sale in both the stores in last one financial year.
Great.
Yeah, I hope that's clear. Or if you would like to ask anything else, I would be happy to answer it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in case, Anshu, in case if you would, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for asking this question. But still, in case if you would like to get in touch with us for a better understanding of the business, or in case you'd like to go deep dive into the financials, we can have a separate call. I will share my number in the chat box, and then you can connect with us. There is one more question, sir, in case if you would like to take them.
Yeah, certainly.
Yes, I would like to know more about the marketing part, because it is a bit confusing that you would be doing pre-launch promotional activities, right?
Yeah,
You said it would be done by the company.
it would be done by us, sir. We would be guiding you through to that what the right pre-opening activities would be. Getting, if supposedly we open a store in Chandigarh, right? So we would definitely bring the right amount of media, right amount of celebrity, which has the authority within that particular area, which is accepted by the masses. So that's how it would be. So like we'll keep an eagle eye on everything and how everything should be done.
Any sort of celebrity endorsement would be there?
I am not sure about an endorsement right now because we haven't signed up or thought to sign any particular celebrity with the brand. But like if there's a particular person, I would just be calling for an pre-launch for the brand would be
Yes,
done.
for the launch only.
Oh yeah, I don't see anyone in my head particularly, but I mean I'm open to explore options.
And the company would be investing in all sort of pre-launch celebrity launch for the sake of launch, celebrity endorsement for one day, right? It would be borne by, the expenses would be borne by the company, right?
Right.
And you said that all the local marketing would be done by the company, that is post-launch
Would be done by the franchisee, sir. I would
franchising.
be guiding them through. That's what I said, that I would be guiding them through with the local marketing, but would be borne by the franchise.
Hmm. So you have any parameters like any restriction, like these are the endorsement which would be done by the franchisee only. Let's say they say, we would like to do any sort of branding on the caps or any other inside any other place
I
or
don't think
hoarding.
that would
Do you
be
have any specification for that?
no. I don't think that would be a area where I would come in place. But I don't think I would have a problem with that. But one thing I would really look forward for, which would be like, which me and the franchisee should be both compliant, that we have a particular, like we have created a brand image for Iris. So any step the franchisee takes should basically match the level or justify the brand.
Obviously,
That's
obviously it should be. It should be.
definitely, yeah, that's the only concern I have. That's it.
And in terms of the budget is involved, do you have any plan or you have any specification in terms of any budget as quoted? Let's
we
say
we do we do
there is
have a
a
center. We
capping
do have,
of, let's say, A amount or X amount, you would say that this is what we would be investing in sort of
definitely,
pre-launch.
Definitely. We have a budget for everything. We have a monthly marketing budget. We don't like to exceed that, and definitely would also have a budget for every other place in store we open. Right. But that is all subjective and relative in what amount of in what power and what amount of things we are planning, activities we are planning to do.
Okay. And you already mentioned one point in the PPT that any entrepreneur who is having, strong operational capabilities. What do you mean by that? It's just a more detailed brief thing about your context about this.
Can you please come again? I didn't get the question. Sorry.
In the PPT, the desired profile for the investors, you said any entrepreneur who's having strong operational capabilities. What do you mean by strong operational capabilities? I would like to understand a bit more about this.
Strong operational capability means running a good store precisely, efficiently. I feel that is the only answer to it.
Okay. I thought there is some technicalities involved.
I don't think so, no.
All right. And we see you said any uh, any retailer or jewelry retailer who would like to rebrand their store or would like to come up with a good brand, then they can take us on board, right? They can invest in our brand. My question is then why they will go into FOFO? They can go for FOFO also. Then why not FOFO is open to them?
Sir,
Why?
that is because I feel what you are missing out with is that you are trying to tell about the store in store model. That's what you're trying to tell.
Not
So
store
store,
to store, but otherwise, let's say I'm a jeweler,
right,
jeweler, small jeweler, and I would like to, take your brand on board. I'll take it. Then
right.
it would be, I would be requiring, I'll be free from a business. So can FOCO can be done for that? Why FOFO only?
Sir, because
If
I,
we
I,
come
I
across this opportunity or any question regarding FOCO, because in northern India they have money, but they need FOCO. They want, any entrepreneur who is from, let's say, real estate, just an example, right?
right.
They are busy in their work. They are, working in, I would say, 100 CR businesses going on. They don't want to invest their time. So can FOCO can be done for them?
We can create that. That's not an issue. We can
If
create
we
that
come
model.
across
Yes.
any profile.
Definitely everything can be done. That's not a problem. We created a store in store model. We can definitely create a FOCO model. It's not a big deal. But in this presentation particularly, we haven't done.
Okay. If we come across any inquiry, so you are open to
Definitely, we are open to everything,
investment.
sir.
Great. Done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harmandeep. Any other
Gaurav sir, we
questions?
also have few more questions in the Q&A box, if you would
Right.
like to take them.
Yeah, so the first is what should be the expected monthly sale and the ideal sale to achieve break even. So to achieve your break even, it will depend on the kind of store what you come up with. Initially, if it is in a mall, so generally in malls the rentals are a little higher, so the break even would change. So if you are in a high street, the rentals are a little lower, so the break even would change, and then depending on your store size. So just to give you a ballpark figure, so we do somewhere around 40 to 45% GP what we get on the products what we sell. So if we keep that in mind, somewhere around 10 lakh rupees would be the expense that needs to go out from the franchisee in totality, if I talk about. So if you do somewhere around 22 to 25 lakhs of sale, that's a ballpark figure if you look at. So that would create the break even for the store. And generally, the second question, what I see in the ideal sale, okay, expected monthly sale, what we are doing currently right now is close to around 40 lakhs at one store. That is the exclusive store what we have at in the store in store what we have a decent stock as well. So it's not starting with 40 lakhs. So we do close to around 1.25 CR every month.
Great. I mean, ROI or the break even also depends on the kind of location, the market condition, or the operational efficiency you have, right?
Absolutely.
So that is how it differs. Um,
Then
the
we
next,
have another thing which says why margin in SIS model is more, that is 80%. I don't think we have 80% margin. Probably I need to see maybe some typo error in the presentation could be. Arun, can you check? Yeah.
Let me just
Oh, yeah.
check real quick.
Could be a change up there. I don't know because We don't do,
Yeah.
we can't do it 80% at all.
That's 60% only. That's 60%. That's
Yeah.
that's not 80%. That's a typo, definitely.
Okay.
Apologies for that. Probably we missed that.
And you're planning to launch abroad as well, Japan, Canada, and one more location you said?
Australia, I said Australia.
Australia. Okay.
Ji.
Great.
Why are we not opening to Gujarat region? Gujarat also we can open. That's not an issue. We have another question here. We can open in Gujarat as well. That works absolutely fine with us. So we're just trying to be on this side. So Gujarat also works. That's okay.
It is just the phase one that we are looking into, some cities like Delhi, Chandigarh, Lucknow, Agra. I mean, the nearby cities, right? So once we are done with this phase one part, then we can move ahead with the to the other state or the cities. Okay. Any further question from your end, Deepak?
No, not immediate.
Anyways, meanwhile, I mean, in case if I know that, I mean, there is a good investment, right? In case and it cannot be done within a half an hour or maybe 1 hour, right? So my request is to please get in touch with us, right? I think Deepak has already shared his number in the chat box. Anyone from Delhi or nearby cities would like to get in touch with him to discuss further, you can contact Deepak. And in case if anyone is from Chandigarh side, Punjab, you can contact Harmandeep. Harmandeep, I would also request you to please put your number in the chat box, right? So, or in case if anyone from anywhere in India, if you want to connect with us, then I have already shared the number in the chat box. That is 9717683838. Or you can also write to us at feedback@franchisindia.in. So that's how you can connect with us and we can have a discussion in length. And that's how we can come to a conclusion. What is the average carrot sale price? Sir, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, the average carrot sale price is somewhere close to, I think, around 35,000, 38,000. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think hope that answers your question. We probably have almost answered all the questions that, and also I can see someone is raising hand. I'm sorry, we won't be able to turn on the mic, but still, in case if you want, we have shared the number in the chat box. You please call on those numbers. We would love to have a discussion. In case if you would like to, visit to the existing store that is in Delhi. It is in Pacific Mall in West Delhi near Janakpuri. So you can also visit to that store and can have a look and feel, and also you can meet Aryan and Gaurav sir.
Definitely. I would be personally there to meet anyone who is interested, and I would appreciate if anyone would come to the store. That would be a major eye opener and would be a entire different experience. You would feel anything I told you in the meeting would be much more relevant and justified if you visit the store. Because I really want you to experience that and see it like visually. That would be very eye opening.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the best way to go for this. So I think that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us and listening to this brand proposal, going through with the brand summary and all. I mean, this brand is, I mean, absolutely. I mean, as we already have seen the kind of expertise and the legacy that this brand has. I mean, you can be a part of this successful journey. In case if you want, you please connect with us. Before we end this session, I would really want Gaurav sir to please say some closing remarks for the investors.
Right. Thank you very much. So it's been really wonderful to have all the people on board, like for the meeting. And we had like very nice questions as well. Very, I would say very intricate, in-depth questions came up. So that's really nice. Thank you very much. And it's going to help us further as well, because this is our first presentation. I'll be very
No
honest.
problem.
Yeah.
Right.
All
No,
right.
it was fantastic. I mean, Aryan is excellent on that. I must say.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Hmm. All right, sir. So that's it for the day, everyone. Thanks so much for
Thank you,
joining
everyone.
us.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you, Gaurav sir. Thank you,
you.
Arjun sir.
Right.
And
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
team. Thank you, all the investors. Take care,
Thank you.
guys. Stay
Take
safe.
care.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Thank you. Bye-bye.